What's up? We're out at Chester at the shack, the hunting property, and we're out here doing a few things, but right now what we're doing is apparently going ham on a pine tree, and also gonna go look for some pawpaws down in the creek bottoms. This is around the time of year where pawpaws start fruiting. They're a lot like a banana mango mixture, but they're native to the southeast, and there's a lot of really cool history behind pawpaws too, and I might add some of that to this video, but we don't know if we'll find any, but this is the right time for it, so join along with us. You've ever had a pawpaw lesson? You excited about it?
No, you're still recording. Sure. What does it taste like?
It's like a mixture between like a mango and a banana.
Oh yeah, I'm real excited.
Milky mango. That was my nickname in high school.
How about that now?
So, pawpaws are fruit trees that grow down in creek bottoms. So the area that we're walking through right now is like a very heavily logged pine area where they don't grow. But they grow down in shaded areas. They're like a mid-story. I don't think they're a hardwood, softwood. And so they work and grow well in the shade. Largest native fruit to North America. Heard it from the horse's mouth. So they're not in the top story of trees. They don't get very tall, but they're also not in the understory. They're right smack in the middle of it. And if we can find some, whether it has fruit on them or not, I'll show you what I mean. So a quick note on ecosystem health here. You see all these trees around here are mainly pine and young pine, and which means that this area was logged not too long ago. These pines here are just a few years old. But what happens when you do that is there's very little ecosystem diversity that can happen. It's all mainly just pine. And they shed all their needles onto the floor. It makes this pretty covering that's really nice and quiet to walk across come hunting season. But pine needles have a ton of acidity in them. And so what that does is it makes it difficult for other plants to grow. And it also just blocks a lot of the sunlight from that seed layer that's underneath the soil. So the things that do thrive and flourish typically happen here on the roads. And there are no other plants that like disturbed habitat or disturbed ground on roads like this, quite like invasive plants. So these here are a type of Lespedeza, which form carpets and choke out other plants, not native to this area and can be really harmful. But there's some plants that can get and work their way through, like cedars, and down through there's some cherries and maybe some persimmons and elms down there. So life finds a way, but it makes it much more difficult in monocrop single species ecosystems like these. So this is an example of what Lespedeza can do and what invasive plants can do in disturbed habitat. So this is an area down at the end of this logging road where people typically, turn around their vehicles and everything, which plows up the dirt a little bit and allows, plants like this Lespedeza to come and carpet. But when we were growing up, we always used to play with them and have little wars with them. Doing this. Oh. Makes a little nice flower. All right. So you can tell how everything changes from ecosystem to ecosystem. And it's about right here is the line. So you got that one down there and that one up there. Very, very different. You have different sounds, different species that live down here, different species of plants and wildlife. You can tell by the insect noise down here. Still got some invasive plants down here. And then this is what we're looking for. So this is a baby pawpaw. These broad-leaved, kind of almost hickory looking branches. They have alternating leaves on each side. Obviously, those are too small to bear any kind of fruit. All right, so we're walking into what's called in the songs, the old Southern Appalachian songs, the Pawpaw Patch. I'm not seeing any fruit right off the bat.
This is not the patch that normally produces one.
All of these trees are big enough to bear fruit. You got some? Oh yeah. Those might be right there. So let me just try to zoom in here. See, they look like little tiny mangoes. Dear God.
I think we're about to do some ones over here.
Yeah, let's see if we can find some better ones.
I'd rather not chop them down. There's some more up there, high up.
Yeah, I can see it right there.
Kind of sick. They're like native North American jungle.
Yeah. The wood of the pawpaw. Oh sweet. The wood of the pawpaw used to be really prized. All right.
Feel it.
Oh sweet, yeah.
Oh, they're right there. Shake. Right above me.
Where is it?
The big one's right there.
I don't see it. Oh, right there. Gonna get clonked in the head by one of those. So this tree is kind of loaded down with them. You got those right there.
They're hard though.
Yeah, they're hard. Not ripe yet. There's a few right there. Then all the way up into the tree. It's cool stuff. It's like tropical fruit in South Carolina. See him cutting that open there. It's actually called a custard apple.
Is it really?
Yeah. When it has that yellow on the inside, that's still a little bit unripe.
This one's pretty soft though.
Some people prefer to eat them when they are blackened on the outside and are almost a little fermented and squishy. That's the way that a lot of old timers like to eat them.
You can't eat the skin though, right?
Good?
Pretty dang good.
Yeah. They also have a shit ton of seeds in there. So this is generally how the fruit grows, kind of in this like little cluster. Beautiful fruits. Oh shit. That one's still hard.
Feel that. They're so big. It's cool. I'm gonna take them home and see if they'll ripen up on the counter.
Yeah.
This is the walnut. Where's the walnut tree?
I think it's that one right there.
That's the sycamore.
I don't know.
Walnut tree somewhere. Because we have a walnut. Is it that? Oh, it's that one right here.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's a walnut tree. This is always kind of a fun bottom to hunt. Because like during throughout the whole hunt you'll hear like poof, 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 poof. You'll see these big walnuts dropping from all the way up there. But yeah, this is cool. This also means there's a lot of squirrels through here. But it's also a really cool protein source too. Inside this walnut, there's like an inner husk. So you have like the husk. And once you get through here, this stuff is known to stain your hands really bad too. Once you get through this one's still unripe.
Some of that husk.
Walnut trees have like a really distinct smell, so you can actually like walk into a bottom and know that there's walnuts there before you can get into it. Trying to get through that husk. And that's the actual walnut itself. You can crack that part open. Oh, yeah, one's
Maybe a little green on the inside anyway. So the actual edible stuff is inside of that.
see.
But yeah, that's why they used to use this husk for clothing dyes. They also, if you grind up black walnuts the husk on the black walnut, and put it down in a stream bed and block off the stream bed in either direction, you can temporarily poison the fish and it disorients them, and you can actually just reach in and grab the fish. The Native Americans used to use that as a method to catch a lot of fish for the community.
But just like any other nut, high in protein, so.
Yeah.
That one's dead.
It's always a gamble. But yeah, like Rawl said, high sugars, high proteins, high fats, all just from the trees. All right, so you can now just like pop it open. Okay, that was a little bit unripe, but it'll be ripe enough to taste good. So to kind of take a bite out of it now. Have that inside.
This is okay?
Yeah, it's good.
Like, that's okay.
Oh yeah, it's all good. There's seeds in that, but you can spit it out once you chew the fruit off.
You're like a banana.
Yeah. When they get riper, they taste more like mango. Back on the line again between hardwood bottom and lumbered pine.
Well, I